I am Alia, starring as Antonio.
I'm Ipsita and I'm starring as Bisani.
I am Mariam, starring as Shylock.
I am Trina, starring as Portia and Rose.
I am Chris, starring as Portia. I am Jessia, starring as Duke.
Antonio is a rich Venetian merchant. He has sent several trade ships out to sea, and his friends think that Antonio is worried that his ships will sink during their previous voyage. Antonio, however, is too smart to put all his eggs in one basket. Antonio's friend Bassanio is about to make a secret trip in order to woo a girl he has fallen in love with. Bassanio has been careless with his money. He has lived extravagantly in the past and has even borrowed a large sum from Antonio. Now, however, he has fallen in love with a rich and beautiful heiress named Portia. He plans to go to Belmont where she lives to win her heart. However, Portia already has plenty of rich suitors. Bassanio needs to borrow more money so that he can appear to be rich to woo the lovely Portia. Antonio cannot lend Bassanio money. However, he offers to stand as guarantor for any loan Bassanio can get from Shylock, a money lender.
$3,000 ducats? Well, yes, sir.
For 3 months.
For 3 months? Well,
For which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound? Well, Antonio is a good man, yet his means are uncertain. The man is notwithstanding sufficient. I may take his bond.
Be assured, you may.
3,000 ducats? This is a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Then I will think of the rate of interest. Add a clause for a joke. If you do not repay me on the day we agreed on, let the forfeit be a pound of your fair flush.
I shall not let you sign such a bond for me. I'd rather live without the money.
Do not fear. Within these 2 months, I do expect to get 3 times the value of this bond. Yes, Shylock, I will agree to sign the bond.
The story moves to Belmont, where Portia is choosing a suitor. Portia is a young, beautiful, and a wealthy heiress. Her father's will has made it impossible for her to choose her own husband. According to the will, each of her suitors must pass a test. They must choose between 3 boxes, one of gold, the second of silver, and the third of lead. Whomsoever chooses the correct box may marry Portia. Bassanio arrives and exchanges a glance with Portia. He selects the correct casket, which is made of lead. Portia and he rejoice. Meanwhile, Britannia declares his love for Nerissa. The couples decide on a joint wedding ceremony. The happiness of the wedding celebration is cut short by the news that Antonio's ships are lost at sea.
Well, this is the letter, my lord. My dear friend Antonio ships have come. Hence, he must surrender to the terms of the bond made with Shylock. How much is your Shylock? 3,000 ducats.
When wealthy Portia learns about the amount of the bond, she immediately offers to pay 20 times over. However, the court hearing must take place. Bassanio and Britannia immediately leave for Venice to try and save Antonio's life. After they leave, Portia plots with Nerissa, and the two women plan to go to Venice disguised as men.
What? Is Antonio here? Yes, sir, I'm here. I'm sorry for you. You have come here to face a stony adversary, a ruthless, inhuman enemy who is incapable of pity. I have been told that you have tried everything in your power to convince Shylock to forget our bargain. However, the man remains stubborn. There is no law to shield me.
from his malicious ways.
One of you, go and call the Jew into the court. Make room. Let him stand before me. Shylock, everyone here thinks that you are doing this merely to scare Antonio. We think you plan to show mercy at the last second. That, in fact, will be stranger than the strange cruelty you are now displaying. Though you are here to collect a penalty, a pound of Antonio's flesh, we don't think you will actually take it. When his ship sank, he faced a great enough loss to put even the richest merchants of Venice out of business. We all expect a kind answer, Jew.
You know what I will do? I have sworn by the Holy Sabbath to take my penalty. Refuse me, and your city's laws and freedom will be in danger. I hate Antonio, so why I must give a reason for demanding my penalty. Even though it's unprofitable, isn't that a good enough answer?
That is no answer, you heartless man, nor does it excuse your actions.
I'm not bound to please you with my answers.
Do all men kill what they hate?
Do all people not want to kill the things they hate?
Dislike is not the same thing as hatred.
Would you let the same snake bite you twice?
I beg you, don't waste your time arguing with him, Bassanio. You might as well ask the tree to be smaller. You may as well ask a wolf to tell you why it killed the little lamb and made its mother cry. Make him no more offers. Don't argue with him. Let me receive my punishment.
You are owed 3,000 ducats. Here, I offer you 6.
I wouldn't accept 6 times that amount. I want my penalty.
How can you hope for mercy yourself when you show none?
What judgment do I need to fear? I haven't done anything wrong. I have paid a lot for that pound of flesh and now I want it. Refuse me. The laws of Venice will lose their power. I wait for justice. Will I have it?
Upon my power, I dismiss this court until Bellario, a learned judge, comes here today. I had asked him to come and act as a judge to settle this matter.
Duke receives a letter from Bellario from Padua.
Have you come from Padua, from Bellario's office?
Yes, my lord. Bellario meets your grace.
This letter from Bellario recommends a young and learned doctor to our court. Where is he?
He waits for you to call him in.
With all my heart, with all my heart. 3 or 4 of you, go and fetch him. In the meantime, I'll read out Bellario's letter.
Your Grace, I am very sick. Luckily, when I got your message, I had a visitor, a young Roman lawyer named Balthasar. I've told him all about the case. We looked over many books together, and he knows my legal opinions on this matter. He also has his own expert opinions. Therefore, I'm sending him in my place. Allow him to act as judge. He may look young, but is wise beyond his years.
Did old Bellario send you here?
Yes, my lord.
Are you familiar with the dispute the court is trying to settle?
I'm informed indeed, my lord. Is your name Shylock? Shylock is my name. The nature of the suit is strange. It is such a rule, the Italian law cannot charge you for your demand. You stand in great danger, do you not?
Yes, so he says.
Do you confess to signing the bond?
I do.
The Jew must be merciful. Why should I be merciful? Tell me that. The quality of mercy is not forced. It must fall upon this earth as a rain from heaven. It blesses both the him that gives and the one that takes. It is the quality of God himself and man's best way to get closer to God. Therefore, in the course of justice, none of us will see salvation. Praying for mercy will teach us to surrender to the deeds of mercy. I demand the law, the penalty and forfeit of my bond. Is he not able to return the money?
Yes, here is the money I offer to pay for him in court.
No power in Venice can charge a verdict established. Oh, how do I honor you, wise judge? Pray, let me have a look at your bond. Here it is, reverend judge. Why, this lawful allows a Jew to claim a pound of the merchant's flesh to be cut off nearest to the merchant's heart. Show mercy, Shylock. Take twice your bond. Distress your money. Let me destroy the bond. You are a worthy judge and you know the law. I charge you by the law, I will not go back on my bond. And Antonio, lay bare your bosom.
Yes, his breast. This is what the bond says. Nearest his heart. Those are the exact words.
Wait a little, there's something else. This bond does not mention a single drop of blood. The words expressively are a pound of flesh.
Is that the law?
You see it to yourself. For as you demand justice, you shall receive more justice than you desire.
I take this offer then. Pay the bond twice and let the Christian go.
Soft, the Jew shall have all the justice. Therefore prepare to cut off the flesh. But you cannot shed a single drop of blood. Nor cut less nor more than just a pound. If you cut less nor more than just a pound, you will die, and all your property will be confiscated.
Give me my principal and let me go.
Here, I have it ready for you. He has refused to enter the open court. He shall only have justice and his bond.
Can I not have only my principal?
You shall have nothing but the forfeiture.
I will stay no longer to argue.
The law has yet another hold on you. The current laws in Venice have been so frail that if a foreigner seeks the life of a citizen by any means, the party so aggrieved has the right to seize one half his goods, and the state may charge the offender for the other half. The guilty party's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only.
You take my life and all. You may as well as take my house. Taking away my means of sustenance is equal to taking away my house. Also, taking the means where I live is equal to taking away my life.
What mercy can you render him, Antonio?
I request the court to set aside the fine for one half of his property. I am happy as long as he lets me have the other half in trust, to give to the man who recently married his daughter.
He shall do this.
Are you content now, Shylock?
I am content. I pray you to let me leave the court. I am not well.
Clerk, draw a deed of gift.
As he leaves, Bassanio approaches Balthazar and thanks him profusely. Later in Belmont, Bassanio is amazed when he realizes that Balthazar was none other than Portia in disguise. Portia also hands over a letter to Antonio, which bears some good news. 3 of his ships have returned to harbor weighed down with the riches.